calling party said they did a market deal and they robbed him, took his money, they had a gun on them.
What you just heard is Wichita police responding to a Facebook marketplace robbery last month. If you buy or sell on platforms like Facebook Marketplace, just know it can be dangerous. But as Factfinder reporter Brandon Stitt finds, there are ways you can do it safely.
Finding a deal on an online marketplace is pretty simple these days. It's the exchange that can get tricky and sometimes even dangerous.
Possible highway robbery coming out in the area. MacArthur and Patty's calling party said they did a market deal and they robbed him, took his money, they had a gun on them.
For people like Jalen Martin Peterson, Facebook Marketplace is his go-to for everything.
That's where I find like most of my projects and whatnot, and like parts, tools, whatever I might need in a quick minute or trying to get a deal on, that's where I go.
And before he buys, he does his homework.
Well, I look at the account, and if the profile picture and the cover photo are almost the same picture and they're posted 2 hours ago, and the birthday's so random, I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to text you back.
If he thinks the deal is good, the exchange comes next. Andover Police Chief Buck Buchanan.
Find a safe place, whether it's the police department, it could be at Quick Trip, Quick Shop, wherever you want to.
In Andover, the police department has 2 spots specifically for marketplace exchanges. Both are right at the front door.
By having a safe zone, it just gives you that peace of mind that if they don't want to meet you in those locations, then it's probably not something I would recommend.
And finally,
don't go alone. I mean, you need second eyewitnesses always put you a lot further ahead.
For Factfinder Investigates, I'm Brandon Stitt.
In Wichita, you can use any of the Wichita police substations to make an exchange. Police also recommend making those exchanges during the day, and if you can't, pick a well-lit parking lot with cameras. And if something doesn't seem right, avoid meeting up altogether. Criminals are also using your Facebook home listings to scam others. I talked with a woman who tried to rent a home here in Wichita, but turns out she wasn't ever talking to the actual homeowner. She was talking to a scammer who stole $1,500. Some people use Facebook to find homes to rent.
We came across this lady on Facebook Marketplace, and she said, yeah, sure, I'll rent you the place.
Joanne Rivera moved to Wichita from Missouri with her boyfriend. They were living in a motel, searching for a place to call home.
Saved and saved for we can have a place, so we can have a place to spend for the holidays.
She found this home on South Mosley listed on Facebook Marketplace. She called the person who listed it, got approved by who they thought was the owner, and paid $1,500 for first month's rent.
We said, okay, well, I need to get the keys and I need the receipts. And she's like, okay, well, I'll meet you at the house and blah, blah, blah. And then that's when we went to the house and we waited there, and I went and I knocked on the door, and Katie opened the door and told me, you know, kind of confusing. She had a confused look on her face like, no, I'm not moving out until Monday.
The owner, who Joanne thought she was talking to, never showed up. Instead, she was greeted by Katie, who was currently renting.
It feels crazy, like it feels like something you'd see on a TV show, a comedy or a drama.
Joanne and her boyfriend slept in their car that night, not knowing it was actually a scammer on Facebook who took their money.
Now she's not returning my calls. She's not giving me my refund back. She's not, you know, nothing. It's like she stopped all contact with us.
Another red flag is the way Joanne paid.
We have PayPal, so we paid her with that, and she told us to send it to her on friends and family.
We called the person Joanne paid.
Can hear you, please. If you can text me.
Well, I'd like to talk to you. So I'm with Channel 12, KWCH. I'm our chief investigative reporter, and I've been working.
Hello, you. Yeah, please call me back. I can't hear you. You can call me back since you want to talk to me.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, no, I can't.
And that's the last we heard from them. All it took was this scammer stealing an ad from a property management group actually listing the home to fake their own and steal money. The Wichita Police Department is now investigating and says this type of scam is one it sees often. If you're looking to rent, make sure you verify the person you're working with really owns the property. Try meeting with them face-to-face before paying them any money. Go through a third party like a bank to pay the person. And never pay someone you don't know through PayPal friends and family, because that money cannot be returned.
Now, everybody wants a return on their work, but the difference with these outside investors are they don't have the same community ties, the same community attachments a farmer does.
Corporate America has growing interest in farmland, and some experts say rising prices are leaving family farmers in the dust. That's next on Factfinder Investigates.